Welcome to the WBC Arena. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. I'm Todd Grisham. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tale of the tape. David Adelaide, 6'4" tall with a 77.5-inch reach. And he'll be taking on the juggernaut Joe Joyce. A massive 80-inch reach, 6'6" tall. So much height behind this guy.
There's a mad weight difference here. You know what? You're looking at power, you're looking at speed, you're looking at all these things you've got to take into account. When they land, it's going to feel like a mule's kick.
Here comes Big D, David Adelaide, fighting out of London in the heavyweight division, and he packs a lot into those 212 pounds. The juggernaut Joe Joyce fights out of London, the United Kingdom. He is an intimidating specimen.
Look at the weight. How much weight are you going to give away in a fight?
And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from London, England, here is Big D, David Adelaide. Fighting out of the blue corner from London, England, and standing at 6 feet 6 inches, here is a British, Commonwealth, International, and European heavyweight champion, the juggernaut, Joe Joyce.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is it. This is that place. This is that fight venue. This is the place where the action happens.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. Joe Joyce, an Olympic medalist. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nope, that jab not going to score. One of the best chins in the division, Joe Joyce. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
What a punch. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Catch and shoot. That one lands. With that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Joe Joyce, an Olympic silver medalist. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch, counter punch. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good idea with that counter, but it doesn't score. You can't do that too often or the referee is going to take a point.
Sometimes you've got to go with the instincts. Hold on tight till your head clears, till you get your breath back, till the referee steps in.
They exchange punches. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers. Oh my word, Adelaide in some serious trouble. That seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
So here we go, the juggernaut back on display. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
He threw a punch and just got countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What a punch. Misses with the jab. Fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. And he scores with the counter. Trying to relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
When you're fighting somebody so big, this is when you've got to stick to your game plan. You deviate, you're out of there.
So his offense gets stifled there by a clinch.
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
Here's a scoring blow. Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. What a punch. That punch landed. He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
No choice was one of the highest knockout ratios in the heavyweight division. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Those counter punches have to hurt. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox the fight and beat them on points.
Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Good counter punching. Caught him. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
And there's the bell to start the round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That uppercut does not score. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Pretty close fight here in this round. What a punch.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Joe Joyce always swinging for the fences. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not so rigid anymore with the stance. Hook misses. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. They call him the Juggernaut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Stumbling around in potholes. Been a very competitive round between these two. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught.
The defense failed them. Defense failed them. And that was a heavyweight shot that put Big D down. As we take another look, you can see the body shot was pitch perfect, and it won him the fight.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. That counter punch caught him clean. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
The Juggernaut back in a huge fight again. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Do you believe what we are seeing? It appears the onslaught, all hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch perfect. That must hurt.